girl for me.
She better be.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
I mean, you tattooed her name on your forehead.
Yeah, and her face on my stomach.
He had some woman from his past in my car.
The plot thickens.
He opens a glove box, a package of condoms pop out. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. What are you doing to our family?
I'm nothing. You're the one doing it. You're pushing it away. I am not doing nothing.
Memo. I don't even know why I allowed myself to fall in love with him. He told me how good he lies.
There we go. Are you ready?
Not really.
All right, let me know when you are. You provided us with 35 hours of recordings.
She's sneaky. Everything about her is sneaky.
Since we moved in together, his insecurities is just driving me crazy.
Who have a grown man spend the night up at the house if I don't know?
You didn't see a guy sleeping in your house?
Exactly. Where is he?
Will you be cheating while he's sleeping?
That's what he said.
See, this might be unbelievable, but this dude stayed in the house for about 2 weeks before I found out this dude was... For real, though.
I want an honest answer here, okay?
Yeah.
Do you smoke marijuana? Guillermo fears he will lose his wife and his family over a big misunderstanding. You see, his wife, Lita, believes she has proof that he has been unfaithful. And she's left him with one choice. Take a lie detector test and clear his name, or she's filing for divorce. Take a look.
I'm ready to kick my husband out of the house because I strongly believe he's cheating on me. We started off as friends. He told me a lot about his past. He bragged about all the women he took advantage of, and he mentioned how many times he's cheated on women and how unfaithful he was. He said that I make him want to be a better person. He said I make him want to change. I make him want to do good. I took a chance on him because he convinced me that he was going to be a changed person. For 3 years, I've been trying to trust this man. The second I start trusting him, I start finding evidence that he might be cheating. Just 1 week ago, I went to pick him up from work. I moved to the passenger seat so he could drive, and I find a CD on the floor. I saw that it had a phone number and a note on the bottom written in eyeliner that said, "Your kids need money." The next day, I go to pick him up from work again. He gets in the car. We're looking for a pin. When he opens a glove box, a package of condoms pop out. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Since we've been married, we haven't used condoms. I started banging on the steering wheel. I had cuts and bruises the next day. And when I confronted him about it, he tried to blame. That's just disgusting. How's he going to push the blame off onto it? My gut tells me that he's cheating on me. My heart tells me to stop thinking that way. My husband has a tattoo of my lips with my name in them on his forehead. He has my portrait on his stomach, but yet there's a possibility he's still cheating. This is supposed to be the happiest time in our life. We're married. We have a 10-month-old son. My biggest fear is to be a single parent. I don't want to raise my kids by myself. They need their dad, and I gave him a choice. Either he takes the lie detector test and clear his name, or I'm filing for a divorce. I hope he's telling the truth. I want to leave here happy. I want this to be one of the happy moments of your show, of the Steve Wilkos show. My life is on the line here. My kids, my family, my marriage. Everything is going to be determined today. Whatever happens today is going to tell me what's going to happen with the rest of my life.
Well, I'm here today, Steve, for you. Basically, your show to save my marriage. You know, I need to prove that, you know, I don't want to lose my life. I don't want to lose my family. I don't want to lose my new baby. You know, we met back in Barber College. You know, so she was my friend for a few months, and you know, she got to know me. I got to know her, so she got to know who I used to be. You know, during this time, she was going through some things, you know, with her man at the time, and I consoled her. I let her know what he was doing, you know, how to get out of what she was doing, and during that, I fell in love with her. You know, I had let her know that, she's a girl for me. You know, ultimately, you know, throughout this whole
she better be.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, you tattooed her name on your forehead.
Yeah, and her face on my stomach. You know, so you know,
if she's not the girl, you're in for a bad future.
You know,
do you ever look at her on your stomach and say, "I need to shave her face"?
Yeah, all the time. But she likes me, and she likes the hairy man part.
She likes the hairy man.
So you know, throughout this, you know, things. From the beginning of the relationship, she's always had the doubt because she's known my past. You know, and I was a player, I was a dog. I did whatever I could. You know, women are women. Men do it all the time. Women do it the same way. You know, but I was open with her about it because.
What do they do? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, women are just as bad as men. They're dogs. You know what I mean? I was a dog. I did whatever I could to women.
And when you say they're dogs, what do you mean?
Well, you know, I use women. I'd use them for their cash, their ass, or whatever I could. You know what I mean? You know, now it's it's a different part of my life.
They gave you both.
You know, all of it. You know, all of it. You know, so now I'm in a different point in my life. I'm in my late 30s.
I never understood though. And this is just me, okay? I never understood why a man would want a woman's cash. Like, don't you make your own cash?
Well, I mean, at times, there was times no. You know, there was times where, I was a point in my life where I was struggling a lot and, I knew what I was good at, so I would find...
What were you good at?
Sex, so I would find girls and they would pay, this is what they had told me, so I never went on my own.
How did you know you were good?
Oh, because they had told me,
They told you.
rumors were flying, girls would say, girls talk. I really fell in love with this girl, I tried, to let her know that...
What made you fall in love with her? Like, what was...
Just her heart, man. She just has a big heart. She's a righteous woman, like... I wake up every morning knowing that she is not going to get up and go and cheat on me.
So it wasn't CNA?
No.
Cash and ass?
No. It was all different with her. It was all emotion with her.
You love her?
Yeah, I've never felt like this about any other woman.
What are you doing to our family?
I'm nothing. You're the one doing it. You're pushing it away. I am not doing nothing.
Memo. I don't even know why I allowed myself to fall in love with him. He had some woman from his past in my car. He told me how good he lies.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Not really.
All right, let me know when you are.
And all of a sudden, I heard a big boom.
A devastating tornado.
You don't know whether your daughter's alive or dead. Her body has never been recovered.
I'm not saying that my mama killed my sister. Well, she know more than what she know. I don't know.
A disturbing mystery.
Did they ever tell you you were a suspect?
I was a suspect.
Your story has changed 4 or 5 times. How did I do something to my child?
It's always calm before the storm.
Tomorrow.
Think you've seen it all on my show? You haven't seen anything until you've seen it in person. For free tickets, call 877-74-STEVE or visit SteveWilkos.com.
What are you doing to our family?
I'm nothing. You're the one doing it. You're pushing it away. I am not doing nothing.
Memo. I don't even know why I allowed myself to fall in love with him.
Why is your wife thinking that you're cheating?
Okay, well, about a week ago, like I said, she's always had these trust issues with me because she's known my past. A week ago, she picks me up at work. I jump in the driver's seat. She jumps in the passenger seat. Like she says, she reaches down, she picks up an old CD of hers. As she grabs the CD, she looks at it and she's like, oh, what's this? It's a number. She starts to wipe it off and she stops. And she's like, your kids need money. And she was like, so she looks at me. She's like, what the hell? And I look at her. I'm driving. I was like, call the number. I don't know who the hell that is. Do what you got to do. So she calls the number and they hang up. So she calls back.
And is it the note from you or to you?
I don't know. I don't know who it's from.
Do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So.
Your kids need money. How's that lead to cheating, though?
The plot thickens. So, she calls this girl up. This girl, a female, answers the phone. She picks up the phone and she asks her, do you know, Guillermo is short for Memo, Billy, Will, whatever you want to call me, but they call me Memo. So she asks her, do you know Memo? And she's like, instead of giving a blunt answer, yes or no, she starts to, well, what do they call him? Where's he from? So right off the bat, my wife's thinking, this lady's hiding something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, ultimately they talk, whatever, she hangs up,
Did you know the woman?
No. I have no clue who she is. That's why I'm
no
here.
Clue?
I have not one at all. This is the first time I have no rebuttal. I'm a good liar, and I told her that. If I'm lying about something, I could keep coming up with something and coming up with something.
All right, let me keep track. Good liar, good and bad.
Ultimately, I have nothing else to say because I'm not lying about it. So,
When she found condoms, right?
The next day. This is the next day now. She picks me up from work. I jump in the passenger seat. We're kind of, she's kind of hating me, because I'm trying to prove to her that I'm not being the dog I used to be. And she's already thinking, you're already packed at the door, you're gone. So I open the glove compartment to get a pin. I open the pin. There's some condoms in there. I look and I'm like, oh, at these, you know, and she's like, oh, what the hell? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, so we're both looking at each other like, these ain't mine, you know, so.
Whose car is it?
You know, it's our car, you know, so like, you know, yeah, it looks bad, you know, so I have no idea whose they are. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Always take a claim of the condoms.
You know, nobody. They just appeared there.
Could they be your wife's?
I know.
No, she's not cheating on you.
No, I don't believe so. Not at all.
Okay.
You know, she's a real good girl, you know.
We're going to meet your wife, Lita. Let's find out.
Memo, how's that
You know
CD
I'm
gonna
not
get in
cheating
my
on
car?
you. You know.
My seat's
I
back.
have no
Every time you
idea.
come home from
I'm
work,
here. I
the
love
seat's
with you
pushed
all
all the way
day
back
long.
in a
There's
laying
no
down
way.
position. You're
I
gonna
don't
sit
care
here and
what
tell
you're
me
saying. I'm
you don't
telling
know
you.
where it came from?
What
It
do
doesn't
you
make
want me to say?
sense.
What do you want me
It
to
doesn't
say?
make any sense.
I love you. I'm with you
2 + 2
every day, all day
equals
long. All I do is
Memo.
work. All I do is
2
work.
+ 2 equals 4.
It doesn't matter.
There's a seat
I have
in my
no
car,
idea.
a girl's number. She hangs up when I say your name.
What do you want me to do?
What
What do you want me to do? I can't say nothing. This is
find
you.
condoms.
This is all you in your head.
What the heck?
All day long. What do you want me to
This is
do?
even happening.
I mean, come on,
What
man.
are you doing to our family?
I'm nothing. You're the one doing it. You're pushing it away. I am
have
not doing
kids,
nothing.
Memo.
I understand
We have
that.
kids.
I understand. That's why I'm here.
With this guy, you know, and I felt your passion on the tape. You love this guy.
I love him with all my heart, Steve.
And you wondering if he's cheating, and you're saying if he fails his lie detector test, it's over.
It's over. That's it. I'm not going to let my kids be raised by a man that cheats on women. I'm not going to let my sons have a role model like that. I want them to have the ultimate respect for women, period. 2 + 2, Memo.
You know, okay, it's 6. But in my world, I'm telling you, you know, it's not me. You know, it's not me.
There's no way that Memo came all the way here from California, put his best shirt on,
Comb my hair.
and combed his hair just to fail lie detector test. There's no way that Memo came all the way here from California, put his best shirt on,
Comb my hair.
and combed his hair just to fail lie detector test. He was kind of, you know, saying he was a big ladies' man. He used women.
He used fat girls. Specifically, that's what he told me. I don't even know why I allowed myself to fall in love with him, but that first time he kissed me, oh my God, I melted. I felt like an 8th grader. I felt like it was my first kiss again. I lost my breath. It just, breathtaking, that's the word for it.
So he is good in bed.
Steve, I'm not here to try to make him look good.
Right.
I'm trying to
Look,
get down to
ultimately,
the truth.
you know,
I want to know
whether you're
where
big,
that
skinny,
CD
little.
came
I love
from.
you. I've had everything. I'm done with that. I mean, it's your own.
That's
your
what you
own,
say
your own head.
over and over and over, but there's so many little things that you told me from the beginning were warning signs.
The past is in the past. I told you to leave that in the
those
past.
were warning
I gotta
signs.
say, the condoms in the car is like, that right there
It
is
looks
kind
bad.
of, yeah, it looks
Yeah,
real bad.
I don't know. It's
understand.
like I keep saying, 2 + 2 = 4. First, eyeliner on a CD had a phone number on the bottom that says your kids need money.
Yeah, but
Second,
what does that mean, though? I don't get.
what I think is that he had some woman from his past in my car.
Oh, and he gave her that.
And she probably wrote that, not telling him either she wanted him to get caught, or that's just what keeps running through
How
my
long
mind.
you guys been married?
2 years.
2 years.
I mean, I love this woman. I'm in love with her deeply, madly. I don't know what the hell's her problem. You know, like, I understand I look guilty with I do. I understand that.
2 + 2, Memo.
You know, okay, it's 6. But in my world, but I'm telling you, you know, it's not me. You know, it's not me. You know, that's why I'm here to prove that it ain't me. You know?
There's no way in the world you're cheating on him.
No way.
No
I love
way.
him. I have never cheated on anybody I've ever been with, ever.
Right.
That's what gets me so pissed off, because I invest myself truly.
All right, you took a lie detector test. No way in the world she fails, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, me either. Since being married to Memo, have you had sexual physical contact with anyone else? And she said no. Since being married to Memo, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone else? And she said no. Have you used any of those condoms to cheat on Memo? And she said no. Since being married to Memo, have you had sexual physical contact with any of your ex-boyfriends? And she said no. And the results for Lita's lie detector test, the results came back all the same, and they came back that Lita told the truth. Now, there's no way that Mamo came all the way here from California, put his best shirt on,
I comb my hair.
and comb his hair just to fail a lie detector test.
Dude, he told me how good he lies. He told me, he said
But
that's a warning sign.
He can't beat the box.
Nope.
He let me know. We'll
Nope,
see.
that's why I'm here,
We'll
Steve.
see.
That's why I'm
That's
here.
going to determine my future. That's going to determine if my kids are going to have a dad.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
Not really.
All right, let me know when you are.
This is my future you're talking about.
Sit down. She's ready, Steve.
Oh, you ready? You sure?
Yeah.
We asked Memo, since being married to Lita, have you had sexual physical contact with any women besides her? He said no. And to that question, he told the truth. Since being married to Lita, have you had sexual intercourse with any other women besides you? And he said no. And he told the truth. Were the condoms your wife found in the car yours? He said no. Told the truth. Since married, have you fathered other women's children? He said no, and he told the truth. Did you have any sexual physical contact or intercourse with the woman who wrote her number on a CD in your car? He said no, and the results for that question is Memo did not tell the truth.
Crazy, I didn't.
Lita, is this something to end the relationship over?
I don't know.
I would say no.
Since we moved in together, his insecurities is just driving me crazy.
Who have a grown man spend the night up at the house if I don't know?
You didn't see a guy sleeping in your house?
Zach, where is he?
And all of a sudden, I heard a big boom.
A devastating tornado.
You don't know whether your brother's alive or dead. Her body has never been recovered.
I'm not saying that my mama killed my sister. Well, she know more than what she know. I don't know.
A disturbing mystery.
Did they ever tell you you were a suspect?
I was a suspect.
Your story has changed 4 or 5 times. I did not do nothing to my child.
It's always calm before the storm.
Tomorrow.
Lita, is this something to end the relationship over?
I don't know.
I would say no. You got to think of what's being read here. Since being married to you, he hasn't had intercourse or sexual
He had
contact.
that girl in my car, though. He had that girl in my car. You had that bitch in my
I don't know
car.
who she is, love.
You had that bitch. Ooh.
Okay, what I think this is saying is, at some point before you, he did have a relationship with the woman with the
Yeah.
CD.
Why lie? Why
I don't
lie?
know
You're
who
gonna
she
lie
is.
about that? You're gonna lie.
I don't know who
you
she
lie.
is.
You lie
I mean,
about everything.
Here,
you
no,
lie.
no, I mean, I'll say this. I think you got to take it down just a little bit. Since he's been married to you, he's never cheated on you.
But why lie? Why lie?
That's-
I told him.
Okay.
I told him so
I
many
agree with
times.
you. That's right. I
I
agree
am
with
all
you.
for a man
I agree
taking
with
care
you.
of their kids.
Okay.
Why lie?
Okay.
Why lie?
Did you? Now, here's your chance. I really do like you guys, okay? And I would like to see you keep your marriage intact. I really do, okay? This is where you need to be honest and say, yeah, you know, it was an old friend, whatever. This is it. I never cheated on you. You know who that woman is. You had some kind of
You know
physical
her.
Well, I
You know
like
her.
I
She's
said
dirty
before.
like the girls you like.
Like I told
She's
her.
dirty like the girls in your past.
We already know that this,
I knew
this
it.
individual knows her. You know what I mean? I don't know her personally.
You don't even
but-
for sure. All of a sudden, you know that. You
Okay.
would when you were talking. Didn't say
I
she
don't
knows
know.
that's the same
I don't
girl.
know.
She did
I
not
don't know the
know.
individual.
Well,
She showed
I'm
me
not-
pictures. I don't know who she is.
You're not married to me,
Yeah,
though.
I know.
You need to
This
talk
is all
to
I
her.
told her. I don't know who she is.
How are you gonna pass everything else and not pass that one question?
I have no idea. Sorry, I don't know who it was. It wasn't me.
Damn.
I don't know.
Why?
Lita, is this something to end the relationship over?
I don't know.
I would say no. I would say no.
I'm very upset right now.
I know you're upset.
I can't even answer
but
that
you know
question.
what? You know what? But in every relationship, don't you, everybody, you hit some kind of bump, right? I would say, for the most part, 95% of what you came here for that you feared didn't come true. He hasn't had a sexual relationship with anybody while you were married. Hasn't fooled around on you while you're married. He's been just with you since you've been married. Those are pretty good things.
Yeah, those are good things. But
Yeah.
if he's lying...
And you have a child together.
You know, what am I going to do? Every time I think he's lying, I'm going to... Steve...
Maybe when you're off the set, maybe when you're going back to California on the plane ride, maybe he'll tell you what happened. You know what I mean?
Can I see that?
Yeah, go ahead. It's all yours.
Which one did he fail?
The bottom one.
That one. Did you have any sexual, physical contact or intercourse with the woman who wrote her number on the CD? I'm going
But
to save this.
this was before. It could have been before he was with you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean nothing.
Hey,
So what are you going to do?
He lied. He lied. That's it. Like, I
believe he
can't
lied
even,
about something.
right now, I don't even know what that says. It doesn't matter right now.
I would say give
She
it some
was in
time.
my car.
But that's okay. I know that you don't like that. And I would say if she was, he was wrong. But here you are, finally in your life, where you found somebody that makes you melt, which, you know, we don't always find that person, okay? You say he's a good dad. And before all this came about, did he treat you good? Did he treat
Appearances,
you good?
yes.
Did he treat you good?
Yes.
When you're laying in bed, is he nice to you?
Yeah.
Is he warm? Is he affectionate?
We spoon
What I mean,
every night.
Right, he's affectionate.
Yeah, he's affectionate. He tells me how beautiful I
Doesn't
am.
call you bad names, right?
No.
You watch my show?
Yeah.
You see how many bad guys that get across the stage?
Yeah, I know.
That don't know
I
how to
can't
treat a
even
woman?
believe that we're here.
Right,
Like,
right. So what I'm saying is, if you have something good, be able to forgive and move your marriage forward. Good luck, man. Good luck, Cowboy. You provided us with 35 hours of recordings.
She's sneaky. Everything about her is sneaky. Steve, this might be unbelievable, but this dude stayed in the house for about 2 weeks before I found out this dude. For real though.
I want an honest answer here, okay?
Yeah.
You smoke marijuana? You provided us with 35 hours of recordings.
She's sneaky. Everything about her is sneaky.
Naisha and Paul have been together for almost a year, but he believes she's been cheating on him since the beginning. His suspicions started after they moved in together. He came home from work one day and swears he saw proof that she cheated. Since then, he has recorded her at night and even made her strip naked to check her body for signs of cheating. Naisha wants his insecurities to stop for the sake of the relationship and took a lie detector test to prove her innocence. Naisha, why'd you call the show?
I called this show, Steve, because me and my boyfriend, you know, we've been together for a year, and it's been just hell on wheels. You know, since we moved in together, he's just a lot of accusations. You know, his insecurities is just driving me crazy. When we moved in together, you know, it was in April, and like May, June, you know, we have a heavy sex life. So May
You
and
have a
June,
heavy what?
sex life.
Heavy sex life?
Yes.
What is a heavy sex life?
All the time.
All the time.
Morning, night, evening, noon. Whatever I can get it in, I'm getting it in. You know, we have a heavy sex life.
3 times a day?
It'd be more than that. I ain't gonna lie, Steve. It'd be 3 in the morning and like probably 3 at night before we go to bed. It's heavy.
Wow, that is pretty heavy. And he's capable of all that lifting, huh?
Exactly. I don't understand. I told who want to go behind that.
So you're saying you have so much sex.
Yeah.
How the hell would you be cheating if you're having sex 21 times a week?
I have no idea. I don't even know when I have the time because, you know.
Right.
So,
The morning, noon, and night, you know. Before you moved in, how was the relationship?
you know, it was awesome. It was awesome. You know, we did everything together. We, you know, just did it. We did a lot of things together. That's what made me so into him and wanted to become one. Like, you know, this is who I want. This is who I want to be with. I want to make this life.
And you know, normally with these stories, it's usually like really young guys that are very insecure. You know, you guys are very, you know, mature people here.
Yes.
And to have him have this type of reaction is kind of unusual.
Yes.
Why does he think you're cheating?
Well, it started this in May or June, you know, after we moved in together. Again, you know, we haven't had sex life. So that night we had, you know, that
Quit
morning.
bragging.
Okay. That morning, you know, we did something twice. So he'd leave for work at 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, I was just laying in the bed chilling, just doing me. You know, I ain't have nothing to do. I ain't have, you know, so I just stayed in the bed. And I seen it was close for him to get home from work. So I went in and got myself fresh, you know, for him to come because I already know what's about to happen. And when he got there, you know, he was like, we was about to do it. He was like, no, what is this? So I'm like, what is what? You know, I'm ready. And he showed me the semen. I'm like, yours? What do you mean? Let's go. You know, let's commit. This ain't my... So
he
it
showed
just,
you semen?
Yes. We have a heavy sex life, so...
Even I don't believe that one.
Okay, come on.
Nobody came over during the day?
No, but from that day on, it got horrible. It got really...
I can understand.
Yeah.
And does he think that you're cheating with somebody in particular?
You know, it's a friend of the family. You know, I've been knowing him since he was knee-high, and it's like, you know, it's a friend of the family. So he spends the night over our house a lot, and this is the person he's assuming. And then I had a...
Did you have sex with him?
No.
Ever?
Never.
But now he tries to catch you cheating, right?
Oh, he had recorded me, Steve, at night. This is like 5 hours recording. On his phone.
When he left his phone and went to work?
I didn't even know. No, at night.
At night.
You know, yeah. After we got through, he set it on the side or by the TV.
And he's there?
He's there.
And he's recording you while he's there?
He said he'd be into his sleep. I don't be that sleep.
Now you be cheating while he's sleeping?
That's what he said. That's what he said. He told me he heard me get out the bed. He saw me get out the bed. And
you're what, sleeping with the young stud that's staying in your house?
That's what he said.
And then he checks your body?
Let me see. So, you know, he put my hand down on the bed. I'm like, hold on, you invaded my privacy. You know, and I felt very disappointed. I mean, very disrespectful. Yeah. So, you know what he did? I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and let you do this. And when you get done, you know, do something behind.
Did you feel like a doctor was examining you? Or?
I did. I thought I was going to jail the way he had me down like that.
All right. Let's meet your boyfriend, Paul.
Come on, I know you cheating.
What?
I mean, the thing is, look.
Okay, tell me what the thing is.
Look, the thing is, Steve, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Look, the thing is, Steve, with her, she's sneaky.
She's sneaky.
Everything about her is sneaky, you know what I'm saying? I mean...
You have sex 3 times a day with her?
Yes.
What the hell are you complaining about, man? Since April 10th, 2014, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men besides Paul? And you said no! Since April 10th, 2014, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men besides Paul? And you said no! So you think that you found some substance on her that you thought that she was cheating, that maybe she had sex while you were gone at work, right?
Yes.
Other than that, is there you have any evidence that she's cheating on you?
He said the tape recorder. The tape recorder. He recorded me on the tape.
The recorder really wasn't evidence. That's why I never bring it to her.
Yeah.
There's a little something on there.
Well, I'll say this. You provided us with 35 hours of recordings.
Mm-hmm.
My staff went through it.
I know.
They broke it down to like a minute.
Because wasn't I know?
And there's nothing on it. So, I mean, even I could play a minute of it now, but there's really nothing there.
I mean, the reason why I recorded it because at the time when
But
dude,
you're in the house.
I mean, yeah, I'm in the house.
You don't
But
wake
who-
up if
But
she's-
who have a grown man spend the night up at the house if I don't know?
Why do you let him?
I'm the man at the house.
Why do you let him?
I didn't let him. I didn't find out that he was sleeping at the house. Only reason why I found out, I came home one morning and seen his cord. I was leaving.
You didn't
one-
see a guy sleeping in your house?
Exactly. Where is he?
He's saying that
No,
the man was on the floor.
No,
He
no,
like sleeping under the couch?
He was on the floor right there on the couch by the TV. He don't pay attention
He's
to
nowhere.
that.
He's
That's what
nowhere in
he
the front room.
You didn't see a guy laying on your floor?
It's nobody
was
in the front
floor.
room. It's nobody in the front room. Every time I leave the house, there's nobody in the front room but her son.
Okay, hold on, man. You know,
Where is
I
he?
can believe a lot of things.
Where is
I
he?
can't believe that you didn't know there was a dude in your house sleeping.
Look, I did not know. Look.
Man,
Look, Steve, this might be unbelievable, but this dude stayed in the house for about 2 weeks before I found out this dude. For real though, before I found
it
out
was
this
not
dude.
2 weeks.
I mean, for real, before I found
He
out
was
this
there
dude.
for like 3 days.
Was he like tied up in the attic?
I think so. I think I put him behind the TV so he wouldn't be seen. But
I go to work at 6
Now,
o'clock.
that's a crazy story, man.
So I go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? When I wake up, every time I wake up, if I use the bathroom, she's up. Who's up that much? You know what I'm saying? It ain't no possible way. Look, when I go to work one day, I come home, I see this cord that I seen. I was like, oh, that's a nice cord when I'm going to work. When I come home, I see the same cord, and I see dude get out of it. I'm like, this dude been spending the night the whole time. When I confronted her, you know what I'm saying? She like, oh.
I laughed at it because it was silly to me. This is the friend,
So
the
he's-
family. So
You're like both walking in together. You're like, here you go.
Now he getting out the car, I'm walking in, and I'm like, I didn't say nothing to him, but I confronted her about it.
And he's like, I live here.
Exactly. Basically. So one day he's over, and he's coming out the room. He got a trash bag about this big with clothes in it. How long he been over here? For real. She
was
never
not.
told me how long he been over. Never told me he was over
I
here.
want an honest answer here, okay?
Yeah.
Do you smoke marijuana?
Yeah, I do. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
I think it might have a little to do with something.
I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
I see that. Oh, excuse me.
yeah,
Do you cheat on her?
No.
that makes me think that because
Okay.
of what he does.
Do you really, in your heart, believe that she's cheating on you?
I really don't know. I hope not. But some of the
But so
things...
if she passes lie detector test, you're going to stop giving her grief, right?
No doubt.
Okay. And what if you pass?
I am going to pass.
Yeah. Okay.
You are? Okay. We gonna see.
Nisha, you're up first.
All right.
Naisha, right?
Yes, that is
Naisha.
right.
You came here. You've been accused of cheating.
Yes.
You have a huge sexual appetite.
Yes.
And you came here, took a lie detector test, and we asked you, since April 10th of 2014, besides during your break with one man, have you had sexual physical contact with any other men besides Paul? And you answered no. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm ready for this.
You've had a busy time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got busy last night in the hotel room, right?
You know it.
It's conducive to sex. You're in a hotel room. Since April 10th, 2014, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men besides Paul? And you said no. And the results for your lie detector test is that you told the truth.
Tell me something. I want to hear yours now. Come on. Let's go. All right. Thank you. What can I get? What can I get?
I'm sorry.
That's all I get?
No, I'm sorry. Truly sorry.
Thank you.
Isn't that great?
I mean, I'm sorry.
Isn't that great?
I
that she
told him
passed?
he'll make somebody go run out and do that.
Do you love her?
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt.
Very much.
You love her.
Yeah.
We should just end the show right here, right?
No, I mean, it's got to be my test.
Well, before we read your test, I got to bring out Dan. Let's bring out Dan.
Dan. Come on, Dan.
My wife tells me you have something to explain about his test.
Yeah, I sure do. Let's head over to the monitor here, and I'll show you a little picture. So, Steve, we've seen this before on the show. In testing Paul is intentionally distorting his breathing. As you can see on the red spots on the polygraph charts, he's taking deep breaths, then taking very shallow breaths. Deep breaths and very shallow breaths, and then he goes back to normal breathing. This is intentional distortion as an attempt to conduct countermeasures to beat the polygraph test.
With that, though, were you able to get a conclusive result for
I
this
certainly
test?
was. We have a conclusive
so even
result.
though you tried to be deceptive, you still came to a conclusive result.
Right. Thank you so much, Steve.
Paul had hours of recordings that he thought proved Naisha was cheating. Listen for yourself. Go to stevewilkos.com to hear Paul's recordings and check out more exclusive content you can't see on TV. No. What's up with the breathing, man?
I mean, I don't know. Just took the test. I mean.
No, seriously, though. You did that intentionally. Why'd you do that?
Nah, I didn't do it intentionally. I just took it. He said be calm, think about the ocean. He told me the question, I thought about it, just answered it.
And maybe a tsunami's coming.
I doubt it.
Start running. Tsunami's coming.
I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it. She said you're gone if you fail.
Yep, I already told him. I'm going to move my way because he don't want nobody real. He don't want no real woman. He don't.
Let's
he don't
find
deserve
out.
one. If he's cheating, he don't deserve one.
Let's find out, Steve.
I still can't believe you didn't find the dude in your house. All right, Paul, you came here and took a lie detector test. And we asked you since April 10th, 2014, other than that one woman in October, have you had sexual contact with any other woman besides Naisha? And you said no. Since April 10th of 2014, other than that one woman in October, have you had sexual intercourse with any other women besides Naisha? And you said no. And the results came back the same for each question. And they came back that Paul did not tell the truth.
Make sure when you come back, you get all your stuff and get up out. Done. Let me come back out here because you took me through all that bull crap. All that bull crap. What did you put me through, Paul? What did you put me through? And then look at this bull crap. Look at it. Look at it. What does it make you look like? What does it make you look like? A cheater. That's what it make you look like. You ain't no good, and you want everybody not to be good just like you. I'm gone.
Now that she's backstage, right? Mm-hmm. Lie detector test is
I don't
right,
believe
right?
this.
I mean, it's right as far as.
Right. It's right. Just say it like that.
I mean, as far as the person that she know, but I ain't slept with nobody else besides that person.
Is it more than what you knew?
Nah, she knew about it.
But I mean, you did more than what you knew about.
I mean, basically is I told her about it and then I took it back.
Right.
It happened in October. I mean, it was because that's when we broke up.
Okay. So you know, you failed your test and you tried to be a little deceptive. You said, but you told me that you did love her, right?
Yeah, I love her.
All right. Do you want to try to save the relationship? I mean, I'll tell you what, man. The way she describes that sex life, I would. I'm just saying.
I mean, I guess we have to talk about it. I don't know.
You don't seem like you really care either way, though.
I mean, because she already knew about it. I mean, I told her, but I took it
well,
back.
What I'm saying is, you don't. She's upset. She's backstage, and you're just kind of like, it is what it is. You don't seem like you're that in love with her that you're worried you're not going to have her.
I mean,
no.
It's not that. I mean, we can talk.
Well, what is it?
I mean, I love her, but we can talk. I mean,
do you want to be with her?
Yeah,
yes or no?
No doubt.
You do. What do you say?
I mean, she's a good
Is
woman.
it over?
Yep.
Good luck.
Don't sing your ass. That's who you keep running to. Don't sing your ass. That's who you keep running to.
trying to raise money. Who stole your son's money?
They each have a reason why the money would have benefited them.
How would I be able to do this? What makes you think that I'm capable of taking money from him? I didn't have access to the money.
It could have been anybody that stole that money. Charlotte? It could have been anybody that stole that money.
My wife had nothing to do with this.
Who took my money, Robert? I need to know every single person who was involved in this.
I didn't take it. I knew. I never took any money. I was at the hospital every single day with Avante. My sister said, I'm going to start a fund for you. Because she knew how much I needed it. I never got any donations ever. You're lying to me right now.
Yeah, I told you I got a donation. I never got it.
I love you, Auntie, but I do believe you did take the money.
If your nephew can face the prospect of beating cancer, I think you can face the prospect of telling the truth. Kimberly's 6-year-old son was born with a rare disease that has left him developmentally challenged and totally blind. And for the past 3 years, the child's father, Chris, Kimberly, and her sister, Charla, have worked hard raising donations to get her son medical treatment that could potentially return his sight. So far, they have raised $3,800. But just 2 days ago, Kimberly went to her safe and discovered the money was missing. Take a look.
My son's 6 years old. He is a happy kid. He's my little dude, is what I call him. He's got 2 caring parents who love him. He's got a rare condition that causes him to be blind and mentally disabled. His mother, Kimberly, and I, we were together for about 15 years. You know, we had our ups and downs, just like any relationships. You know, things kind of fell apart towards the end there, and, you know, we're doing our own thing, but we're taking care of our children first. Well, when my son was 6 months old is when we found out that is when the symptoms of his condition started to really surface. We did a lot of research going on the internet. I talked to one of the best eye doctors in the country. There was nothing that he could do to help my son, but he thought that maybe there were some procedures overseas that would help. We found a place overseas that would do it for around $10,000 to $15,000. To raise money for our son, we've held carnivals. We've had collection cans put up at local businesses. Of course, we put in our own money. Kimberly and I have saved about $4,000. A little over a week ago, I saw the money. I saw it get put in a lockbox. I saw the lockbox get shut. The next morning, I went out of town. 6 days later, I get text messages asking me why I stole money out of that box. I received text messages from Kimberly accusing me of taking the money, asking me why I took so much of the money. Kimberly insists that I took it. After being repeatedly accused by Kimberly of taking my son's money, I did point out that there are 2 other people in her household, Charlotte and Robert, her sister and her sister's husband. You know, they have even more access to the house than I do. I think that both Charlotte and Robert are both capable of taking it. The show contacted Kimberly. In the process of you guys trying to get us out to come out and take lie detector tests, Robert confessed to taking part of the money. Over $3,000 was taken. Robert has confessed to stealing only $1,000 of those dollars. He's accusing me of somehow getting my hands on the money and taking it. The fact that anybody who knows me would even remotely think that I would steal money from my own son hurts my feelings more than anything. It's ludicrous. I would absolutely not take money from my son. Today I'm expecting Robert to stand up and take responsibility. I expect Robert to apologize for throwing me under the bus, for calling me a thief, which I have never been in my entire life, and that he hopefully at least tries to pay some of that money back.
I want answers. I want to know who all had a part in my disabled son's money. Like, who took it? I want to know who all took it. I know that Robert took part of it. He admitted that. 3 days later, 3 days after he heard me crying on the floor, sobbing because I worked so hard to save this money, like he knows. And he wants to claim that he only took $1,000. Well, this last year, last Christmas, Chris and I were planning a wedding, and Chris took that money and he drank it. And now Robert's telling me that he took this money and he gambled it.
you were going to get married to Chris a year ago?
Yes, this last March.
And he took what money and drank it?
We had savings for our wedding.
Oh, and he
took that money and took it.
Okay, this wasn't the money for
No,
your
but
son's
because
disease.
of that, I can't trust that he didn't have a part in it.
Right, okay. And now you're not getting married.
Oh, no, we're done.
Okay.
We split
First
up.
of all, I want to say I feel terrible for your son, this disease that he has. That's got to be...
It's hard. It's hard. He cognitively is a 1-year-old, and he doesn't talk.
And how old is he now?
He will be 6 Christmas Eve.
Okay. How did Robert end up getting even... First of all, he only admits to taking money when he knows he's coming on the show, right?
Right.
Okay, so then he admits. But he says, I only took 1,000 of it. Where was the money where he was even able to get his hands on it?
So in October of this year, my sister and her husband fell on hard times, and I said to them, come and live with me. I have an extra bedroom. I had been taking care of Chris's mom for months, and she decided she was going to go live with one of her other sons, so I had an extra bedroom, so I was like, come and stay with me. I had just had surgery. I need help. You need help. Let's work this out together. My sister is now working where I'm working, and Robert decided that he wanted to be a stay-at-home dad, and he wanted to take care of all of the kids in the house. We were fine with that. If her and I are working, we're taking care of everything, it's fine.
Sure.
So he's there all day long, and he knows about the lockbox that I keep underneath my bed.
All right, you had a lockbox, and that's where you kept it.
Yeah.
And Chris lives with you too, or?
No.
Oh, but Robert claims that Chris took some of the money too.
Chris comes around to see the kids on the weekends. So the last time I was in the box was Saturday.
And you need a key to get in this box?
You need a key to get in a box, yeah.
And
but it does have a little button that if you access the button, it'll unlock it.
Oh.
So I have the keys on me, and come to find out, Robert states that he has been accessing the money in the lockbox for 3 weeks by picking the lock.
Robert.
Robert.
And what does he do with the money?
He gambled it on online gambling. He's never gambled in his whole life, and all of a sudden, he needs to be a gambler.
And he knows this is for his nephew's
Who
operation.
adores him.
Did he show any remorse? Or?
I'm stupid. I'm sick. I have a disease. You're a loser and a thief.
So, you decide to call the show. You want people to come on and take a lie detector test. Did you have a feeling it was Robert?
I was looking at all of them equally.
Everybody.
They each have a reason why the money would have benefited them. Now, my sister, I don't feel like she would have taken the money, but I don't feel like she would have not known about it being taken.
You think that she knew that Robert took
Yes,
some of the money?
I do.
Do you think that Robert took all their money? Do you think Chris is dipping in there too?
So
I mean, there's nothing left in the box, right?
No, there is.
Oh,
so
there
I
is.
had $5,500
You had
in the box.
$5,500
They took $3,800.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 3 envelopes in my box. There's an envelope for my bills. There's an envelope that was my money, and there was an envelope that was Jaden's money. I've been saving money now for 6 months because my kids' birthdays are December and January, and then Christmas. And so there's the $3,800 in Jaden's money, and then the $2,000 in mine. And so he claims that he was only going in my envelope, taking money. And then Chris must have taken the money out of Jaden's money.
Because he's an honorable thief.
Correct.
How would I be able to do this? What makes you think that I'm capable of taking money from him? I didn't have access to the money.
My wife had nothing to do with this.
Who took my money, Robert? I need to know every single person who was involved in this.
How would I be able to do this? What makes you think that I'm capable of taking money from him? I didn't have access to the money.
Let's meet. You were going to get married. Didn't work out, but he says he didn't take the money. But let's meet him. This is your ex, Chris.
Just tell me. Just tell me.
How would I be able to do this? What makes you think that I'm capable of taking money from him?
There was more than one envelope in there. There's more than one envelope.
I didn't
How
have-
do I know that you didn't take my money that I was going to put into his money after everything was taken care of?
I didn't have access to the money.
There's
you take
always
any money?
access.
No, I didn't take the money. I went out of town when this money was coming up missing.
I didn't get into the box after you left. I have no idea when the money was taken exactly.
I left the next day.
Okay, but you were still there that first date. There was
With
still the first
with
date.
Robert, who
You're
was left
right, with
alone after
Robert.
I left.
Who also goes across the street to the drug dealer's house every single time that he gets the opportunity.
That's probably where the money went.
It could very well be.
But I don't know that. I need all the answers. I need to know every single person who was involved in this.
That's why we're here.
She says one of the reasons why she doesn't, maybe that you might have took her, or she doesn't trust you, is because you were going to get married, you were saving up for the wedding, and you took the money and you drank it.
I did.
Why'd you do that?
Bad decision.
I know, you got a beautiful woman here, she's going to marry you, and you chose booze over her?
I wouldn't say that, but
I would
that's
say
the way
that.
it worked out.
So you're here today, why?
Prove my innocence.
Because you are somewhat under suspicion.
I am. The whole household is blaming me for the rest of that money.
If he took any part of this money, there's...
He's done.
He's done.
Yeah. And that would be really horrible. First, if you're stealing from her, because she's the mother of your child, right? Second, if you're stealing from your son's operation money, that would be like... I mean, just of all the things you hear on the show, that would rank up there with really one of the worst stuff.
One of the lowest things you can do, absolutely.
Yeah. So you didn't do that?
No.
I hope not, man. Because, you know, if you fail, I'm going to have to scream at you all the way down the street. And I don't want to do that. How do you feel about Robert? Spit it out.
I hope Carmen comes back and bites him, to be honest.
How do you feel about Robert?
I hate him.
I
hate him. I don't want him around me. I don't want him around my children. I don't want him in my sister's life. I don't want him around at all. He can die, and I'd be okay.
Oh, jeez.
I know it's intense,
Yeah,
but it's like he waited till I called the cops. I was waiting for the cops to come out and fingerprint the money because I had it stapled together. I call your show, and then finally the little freaking wants to admit to what he does. I'm like, I don't know why I have to. Why can you not be an adult? Just be an adult. Admit to what you did.
What did your sister say when he took the money? When he admitted to taking the money?
That I, first of all, shouldn't have pressed the issue because do I really want to ruin my relationship with my family? Yes, I absolutely do. I absolutely do.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Robert's backstage. I'm going to go talk to him backstage. And then bring him out. By force or by... So, Robert, you have... Well, first of all, you shouldn't be sitting in my chair. Stand up. You obviously know about your nephew, right?
Yes, I do.
He's got this rare disease, and he's blind, and he can't talk and everything else. And you're taking the money out of the lockbox. Why'd you do that?
I had no excuse.
Yeah, I mean, there wouldn't be no excuse.
I really didn't mean to hurt any of my family. Like, I went 10 years without doing nothing stupid. I met my wife. I met my kids. I took them in my life. My wife had nothing to do with this. I'm telling y'all right now. I told my wife, right before I told my sister Kim, my wife had nothing to do with this, so she needs to be clean, so this is all me.
Well, she took a lie detector test too, right?
Right.
Okay. And
the only thing she knew is what I told her.
But you said you only took $1,000.
I never said that. I never counted how much money I absolutely took. But yes, I'm not going to say I didn't take the money, but I never counted. I don't know.
So you might have took all of it.
I could have, yes.
No.
But there was multiple times that I did do it.
And for somehow, you said Chris might be involved, right?
He was there. I never said he was. Never said he did it.
So now the truth comes out. It's just all you.
I never said anything like that.
What'd you spend the money on?
Gambling, scratch tickets, computer games, you name it.
Any drugs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pot.
So drugs and gambling.
Pretty much.
To deny a little boy maybe the chance at seeing, maybe the chance at being a childhood that most kids get, right? You took that for yourself.
To put myself in my place, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win.
What can you do?
Pay back what I've done.
But how are you going to do that?
You know what?
You don't work.
More. That's not a problem for me. I've worked all my life. That's not a problem for me.
But you don't work now.
Now, yes, because of the situation that we're in.
So how are you going to pay back money when you don't work?
It's called look for a job. You got to start from one place to another. You can't.
So all you're doing is listen. I'm not going to let you.
Like I didn't want to come here today. I wanted to stay there and look for a
job.
job.
Of course you.
I wanted to go look for a job instead of being here.
Bring your ass out on stage.
Do you see my face?
Yeah.
He can't. Can you talk to me right now?
Yeah.
He can't.
Do good men steal from children?
No.
steal from children that need operations?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Do good men steal from children?
No.
Steal from children that need operations?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Do you see my face?
Yeah.
He can't. Can you talk to me right now?
Yeah.
He can't. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
No, that's not an answer. That doesn't work for the kids. It's not working for you. I want an answer. I want to know why. I want to know why you felt it was okay for you to go into my bedroom after I gave you one.
I don't know.
No, that's
I
not
have no reason.
You're right. You don't, and yet you still did it.
I know. I'm going to try and do what I can to make this right. There ain't nothing what I'm saying or doing right now is helping at all.
The last thing you do, don't run off the stage. You did bad, you stay here.
That's fine by me. But there ain't nothing that I say or do right now is going to help. No situation. I'm just going to have to prove it.
I want to know.
He stays on the stage.
Why, Robert? Why? Who took my money, Robert?
I did.
I didn't take it, Kimberly.
Okay.
I swear to you, everything inside of me, Kimberly, I didn't take it.
So you know what? Here's where the story takes a turn. You didn't do it. I don't. You know, we gave you a lie detector test.
You did.
But I think you probably didn't take the money, because you're only robbing your own son, which nobody. I can't believe anybody would do that. We know you didn't do it because you can't steal from yourself.
I put everything I have into it. Like,
we know he did it because he says he did it. He says he don't know how much he took, so I'm guessing he took whatever's missing. That's what he took. The only thing what comes down to now is that statement your sister said, why did you push this? Why did you push this? Well, maybe because my son is blind, and maybe my son, we want him to be able to have a normal childhood. That's why you're pushing it. But I wonder if she knew about this.
I want to know what I'm supposed to tell people. The people who have donated all of that money. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I get you to donate more money, please? That money came up gone.
You know,
Please
he said
trust me
he's
again.
going to go out and get it all back.
Yeah, right.
Why?
Let's meet your sister and your wife, Charla.
I honestly want to assure you that I had nothing to do with that. How many? Whose name does he say every day, Kimberly? Does he say Mom? Does he say your name? No, he doesn't keep.
Do you not know
He doesn't.
why that
He
would be
says, Aunt
completely
Aunt Charlotte,
heartbreaking for me?
please, Aunt Charlotte, please. Do you think that I was the first one to hold that boy?
Do I think that
held
you
you
took-
down by the had him out of your stomach?
I'm aware
And
of
do you
that.
honestly feel that afterwards, after I held that boy in my arms, after that, after all of that, I had nightmares for months? And you honestly think that I took the money?
No,
And what?
I don't think that you took the money. I think that you knew about him taking the money.
So I'm going to know that he took $3,800 and when gambled it away, instead of saying,
no,
Robert,
no,
how
I
do
don't
you
think that
take
you
that
knew
money
about
and
it
go
afterwards. I don't think that precisely.
And what did I tell you?
Hold on a second. My only question to you is, how come you're not running on the stage, jumping on his ass?
He's had plenty of jumping on. He's had plenty of jumping on. I'm not jumping on him. I've literally jumped on him the last 2 days.
He's had plenty of jumping on. He had 3 weeks of stealing. That's 3 weeks of jumping on.
I'm not excusing him. What I'm saying is I don't see how you, being my sister, would think that I'd take that money. I just said to you I didn't think that you took the money. Well, I had any part in it. Why would I
That
have any
doesn't
part
mean
in
that.
it?
I found out Saturday. Sunday. What did you say to me?
Kimberly, can we not wait till after Christmas? My kids are coming down for
Absolutely
Christmas.
not.
I did too. I clearly
No,
said,
I mean
Kimberly,
absolutely not. We're not waiting.
I was talking about Chris. and
I'd
I
wait
asked
till
you.
after Christmas.
I
Why
asked you,
wait
do
till
you
after
really want
Christmas?
to figure out that your son...
Does your son
Dad,
still need a shot on Christmas?
Every
Does he
day.
need a shot
I give
before
it to him,
Christmas?
On his birthday, on Christmas Eve, he still needs
Every
it.
day, from now until Christmas, he needs a shot, right?
Yes. And I said, Kimberly, do you really want to find out that Chris stole that money?
Yes.
Let me
Do you
Yeah, I
really
do.
want to find out that your children's father did that?
How about tell me about your husband? Tell me the good qualities about him.
He's a funny man.
He's a what?
He's a funny man.
He's
a
a
good
funny man. He's a good man.
He's a good man.
He's a good man.
I'm not going to say that every man doesn't mess up.
Do good men steal?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Do good men steal from children?
No.
Steal from children that need operations?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. That's what you're married to.
I know that. I know as of right
And
now,
he
that's
didn't
what
even
he
take the
wants.
money and spend it on his own children or you or any. He spent it on himself.
I'm completely here to tell you what he did was completely unforgivable and not okay.
So what are you going to do to him?
What am I going to do? I
asking
have to pay it back, right? I have to
I
give
know,
I
but
have
I
to
mean,
give
what
it back.
consequences does he get from you?
He's not getting any of that money from me. It's going
No,
to
he's
him.
the
I'm not asking
consequences.
you that.
Like, what
I'm
happens
saying-
to him now? He just gets off scot-free? Nothing happens? Oh, I stole the money. I spent it, but my wife
Have you
can
got
pay
off
it back.
scot-free, Robert? Have you felt like you've got off scot-free the last 2 days?
Oh, because you've been yelled at? Oh, you've been yelled at?
No. Well, I mean, what do you expect to happen, Kimberly?
I don't know. Jail.
Really? So is it jail when other people stole money from you? Was that your option?
No one else has stolen money from my son. Not a single person has stolen money from my son. Not a single person has stolen money from the opportunity for him to see my face, to see his sister.
That's not what you told me.
I never once told you that.
Should he not go to jail?
Honestly, I figure he needs help more than jail. I don't think jail's going to help him.
I agree he needs help. I agree that he's a come to my house.
I locked up a lot of guys that stole money, and, you know, they said they had problems with drinking or drugs. I still locked them up, though.
I'm not saying.
And when they're in jail, they get help.
They don't get help.
Yeah, they do. If you go to jail, they have programs in there for you.
I'm not saying you don't get programs, but 9 times out of 10, the same people that are going in there, they come back out and they do the same
You don't
things.
want him to go to jail.
I don't want him to go to jail.
Yeah, of course not.
I don't want him. I want him to go get help, but I don't think
Christmas
jail's
would
being
be
helpful.
ruined.
I want him to go get help. I want him to go see a psychologist and figure out the bottom of it. I don't figure jail.
Because he's angry all the time.
A psychologist, yeah. You don't want him to go to jail. You want to see a psychologist.
I do. I figure there's obviously something wrong.
Yeah, because psychologists probably got a nice, comfortable couch in there, right? You sit down on it.
Sometimes.
Right?
I don't know.
You really have free games. You
And
really have free games that you can
As
play.
a psychologist, the door doesn't lock. You could walk out and go to Burger King if you wanted to.
I know that.
And
If you
jail,
steal somebody's
can't.
money.
Jail, you just sit behind the
And
bars.
I think that's why it helps. It's because you have to be there of your own free will and not being made to be there. I think that's why it's helpful if he was to get help and go to jail.
Man, I'll tell you. I'm so glad you're not a judge.
Here's what I don't understand. You say to me, I'm sick. I have a sickness. I'm sick because now I'm a gambler. I need help from my gambling. But here's the thing. Last Christmas, when he became an alcoholic, so did you. You stopped yourself. You stopped. So really? But you can't stop yourself from breaking into my son's money? You can't stop yourself from going in there repeatedly? From taking $2,400 from him? From taking money from me? You can't stop yourself from doing that? Doesn't make any sense to me.
It wasn't a thought of taking from him.
Oh,
I
because
didn't
his
pick
name
up.
wasn't
I didn't
clearly
pick
on
up
the envelope.
envelopes. I didn't pick up
So
envelopes.
what? Dude, he knows money was in there. So
Okay.
what?
I didn't know that there was names on the
You're
envelope.
a liar.
No,
you
I'm not.
absolutely knew.
I didn't pick up no envelopes.
So what?
You left the
knew-
envelopes open.
So they're in my safe. Are you kidding me?
They're in a lockbox. She
Okay,
shouldn't
first,
expect them
why
to
would
say.
you get that safe knowing he could pick it?
Oh, it's her. It's your fault.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. What I said was you knew he picked it. He picked it for you.
Is he my family?
Absolutely.
Is he my brother?
Absolutely,
So should I
Kimberly.
believe for 1 second that he's going to rob me?
People say these type of shows serve no purpose. And I say my show serves purpose. And we found out, because of this show, this guy pled. He admitted that he stole the money.
I
So
wouldn't
this
have
show
known
serves
if
a
not for your
purpose.
show.
Thank you. Thank you.
I never took any money. I was at the hospital every single day with Avante. My sister said, I'm going to start a fund for you. Because she knew how much I needed it. I never got any donations ever.
Didn't you not tell me that they were homeless?
Yes.
And that you brought them in so they
Yes.
could live with you?
Yep.
And now she's to blame because she bought
We
a
were not homeless,
lockbox
Kimberly.
that he could
We were going
fix.
to Missouri to stay with Mom.
No, it's
what
crazy.
I'm saying is you're making it seem like we didn't have somewhere to go. Like you took us in and it bottom of your heart. You
You're
asked
right.
me to stay with you.
Somebody else. You're right. I
You
did because
got
I
to
just
ask
had
me to stay with
surgery
you.
and I needed help too.
You're not going to sit there and make it seem like I begged you to stay there.
I didn't make it sound like I didn't say that you need to say, please help me.
Okay. Hold on.
It could have been anybody that stole that money.
Charlotte?
It could have been anybody that stole that money. What I'm saying is you
Except for
knew-
the person who admitted it.
Kimberly, please wait for me to finish. Thank you. What I'm saying is...
You shut up! I'm tired of listening to whiny-ass boys.
Get a better state.
If
Chris
I knew.
came here to take a lie detector test.
That's all you have, Kimberly.
You are a miserable bitch.
I am a miserable. Kimberly, I'm not sorry. I'm talking about the way
Chris
that you're
came
making
here.
it seem right now. I don't
Chris
care.
came here to take a lie detector test, and we asked him,
Like you're lying
did
to
you
your house right
take
now.
any of that missing
Don't
money
talk to me.
that Kimberly had in her lockbox? He said no, and results for Chris's lie detector test is that he told the truth.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Charla, you came here and you took a lie detector test. And we asked you, did you take any of that missing money from the lockbox? You said no. Since moving in with Kimberly, have you taken any money besides change without her knowledge or permission? You said no. Did you know that Robert was taking money from the lockbox? That's the big one. Did you know that Robert was taking money from the lockbox? Your sister said no to all those questions, and it came back that your sister told the truth.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
You made me sit here and be million and for somebody to call me a bitch because I don't feel that what you were doing was okay.
He didn't call you a
He
bitch
just
because of the money.
He just
called you
said.
a bitch because it's how you're talking to me and
Kimberly,
not him.
Kimberly, I'm not talking. Kimberly, I'm talking to you about the lies that you were making up right now.
Many lies.
You were making so many lies right now. It's unbelievable.
What lie?
So as a result of the lie detector results, we know who took all the money.
Yeah, we sure do.
You took all of it.
$3,800.
This is, come here. This is your nephew over here. I want you, come take a look with me. Tell me, what's his name again?
Jade.
And do you ever play with him?
All the time.
All the time. Does he like you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He watches him when
And
we
so
work.
you know.
He likes him way more than that's for sure.
Will you please be quiet?
Excuse me?
So when you're, all right. When you play with him, you know he has disadvantages in life, right? Because he's got this disease, right? And the only chance that he has is the money that you stole, right?
Yeah.
Look at that little boy. Cute, right? Can you imagine if you had that disease and somebody was out there beating the bushes trying to raise money for you?
I don't know how it feels, but yeah, no.
You feel bad, right?
Yeah, very
You should
much.
feel bad. So you, why don't you take your wife over there, both of you, who I cannot stand, and get the hell off my stage. You want to share it, phone? Here we go. How is it possible that I hate the sister more than him? Okay, so you've had a financial setback with this whole stealing, your brother-in-law, whatever the hell you want to call him, rat bastard. So we're going to help you make sure that your kids have a nice Christmas.
Thank you.
And we are going to make a contribution to your son's fund so we can get that ball rolling again.
Thank
so
you
can
so much.
help get some of that money back. And I have to say this because people say these type of shows serve no purpose. And I say my show serves a purpose because your little boy has a disease and you're trying to raise money, and we found out because of this show, this guy pled. He admitted that he stole the money. Yeah. So now we found out who stole your son's money. So this show serves a purpose. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, your boy will be in my prayers and wishes, all right? He will. I hope, like I said, we're going to make sure your kids have a nice Christmas. We're going to make a contribution, get that fund going. I want you to keep us updated. We want to know that your little boy gets done what he needs done. And, you know, I'm telling you, family's family, but when they pick outside the family, especially when somebody does that, sometimes you got to do this. And I know that's hard, and all I got to say is think about your little boy, worry about him, get rid of them, have a nice Christmas, and, you know, start raising some money again for your boy. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Steve.
Good luck to you.
I never took any money. I was at the hospital every single day with Avante. My sister said, I'm going to start a fund for you. Because she knew how much I needed it.
I never got any donations ever.
2 years ago, Avante was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer that put him in the hospital for almost a year. During that time, his aunt, Tessera, started a fundraiser for his cause. But Avante and his mother, Tasha, never saw a dime. And they brought Tessera here to get some answers because they believe she took the money and ran. Tasha, you believe that your sister stole money from your son, right?
Yes, I do.
Tell me what happened.
2 years ago, my son was diagnosed with a very rare bone cancer, Ewing sarcoma. He had a massive watermelon-sized tumor in his chest. And so I'm also a mother of 5 other children. So when this happened, I had to quit my job. We lived about an hour away from the hospital, so I had to commute back and forth with my son. It was financially very difficult. $600 a month in gas. Once he started treatment, chemotherapy, it was an intensive chemotherapy and radiation combined, which they normally don't do, but because of this particular type of cancer, they had to attack it aggressively. And so I was at the hospital every single day with Avante and balancing back and forth. So financially, strapped. My car needed tires, my car needed brakes, you know, all the commuting and everything. A family member said, I'm going to give your sister this money, and I'm going to start a fund. My sister said, I'm going to start a fund for you. The next couple days later, me and my mom were at the hospital. She came in. She said, somebody at my job donated another $75. So what I'm going to do is take this money and go buy actual donation boxes and put them up so we can collect a lot of money. And
to help you so you can take care of your family.
So we can do the financial aspects of it. My mom was there when she came and told us both at the same time that she had collected the money. She was going to buy the boxes. We asked her several times. She said, I'm going to bring the boxes. I'm going to bring the boxes. We never got the boxes.
Did she ever say what she did with the money?
She did bring a sandwich, a Subway sandwich one time. Or, you know, that was it.
Let's bring her out to Sarah.
Tasha, how dare you? I was there for you. I was there for you. You chose Mom. Tasha, I was there for you. I came to Avante when you needed it.
Who gave you that? Somebody called me.
Nobody
and we
ever
both know,
gave me anything.
But you came to the hospital.
I got one, and that was the whole starter thing, and that was
you came to the hospital and said somebody from your job donated more.
No.
So you never said you bought the boxes?
Got any donations,
you never said
any
you bought
boxes. Yeah, I said I had the boxes. I didn't get the
You never said you did. Who's watching the kids?
No. Did somebody at your work give you some money?
No, never.
So she made this up?
No, I never got any donations ever. Never, ever, ever.
From the relative, you never got anything?
One, and that was the whole starter thing.
And what did you do with that
whatever.
money?
I bought him sandwiches or food, whatever he wants.
She said you bought him one sandwich.
No, I would bring him food. He would call me and say, hey, I want this or I want that.
I asked you to bring him the
actually,
food
what
from
she's
your house?
talking about is my mom was there when I said, okay, so you have $5 left, Avante, and that's when this all started.
Okay. Did you pocket any money
Never.
that was supposed to go to her son?
Never.
Did you take any money for yourself that you raised for Avante? And you said no. Mom, sir, let's bring her out. How you doing, Mom?
I'm okay.
Really, the good thing about this story, the worst part of it's over.
Yeah.
Your grandson had cancer. Hey, it's a miracle he beat it. He's healthy now.
Yes,
I mean, he's in remission for 9 months now, which is a great thing. What would you like to add, Mom?
I'm here supposedly because I started the rumor that she took the money, and I did not do that. We were all in the room when she said she got $75, I believe.
Yeah,
and she was going to go buy more boxes.
I didn't ever get $75,
I hope they asked you that question.
They did. They asked me.
Is there some reason you're mad at your mom?
My mom has never liked me. Me and my mom have never been close. My mom has never liked. I know you laugh, and
just because you're like turning into the biggest victim on my stage.
I'm not a victim. I'm not. That's the reason I called, though.
I know, but
that's the reason I called because we've never been close, and I feel like she just made it up.
Wasn't behind it. It got started because the person who gave you the money called me and said I gave her the money. You should get it.
Gave her $20.
Well, they said it was a different amount. He said it was a different amount.
Well, I took a test,
and then you came into the hospital and said people at my job.
I did.
So why didn't you help me at all?
I was, Tasha.
No,
you
I mean,
you
why
had
didn't you
mom
have
there?
But
you
mom,
had mom
okay.
there after you did that.
I
Mom
needed
said she
everybody.
never
I
wanted
needed
to see
10 people
around me
there.
again.
I needed more
Your
than mom to be
son,
around.
the cancer survivor, is here. Let's bring him out. First of all, anything you want to shed on about your aunt?
I love you, Auntie. You know, I know, but I do believe you did take the money. You know, I'm not targeting you. I'm not, picking on you. But I kind of want you to take responsibility. You know, I believe that's what's right and that's what should have been done. If you did take the money, the lie detector has been taken.
Well, you know what? Why don't we clear it up right now?
Yeah.
Terry, you came here and we asked you, did you make up a story about your daughter, Tessera, pocketing Avante's fundraiser money? You said no. You told the truth.
Nothing to do with it.
Did your daughter, Tessera, tell you that she had collected $75? You said yes. You told the truth.
You told us that. You told us that. You don't remember.
Tasha, I never did.
You did, Tessera.
I never did.
This is going to show.
Watch.
You did.
It's all three.
Tessera, you called the show. You wanted to come here and prove to them that you're innocent of all this that you've been accused of. We asked you, besides the $20 that your father gave, did you collect any other money for Avanti? You said no. Did you ever put out any boxes to collect money for Avanti? And you said no. Did you take any money for yourself that you raised for Avanti? And you said no. And the results came back all the same, and they came back that you did not tell the truth.
Tessera. Just
take responsibility.
I never took any money, Tasha.
Okay,
now I know that it is not right, Tasha. I never took any money. I swear to God, that's guys. That's why I came and took Avante. All it was the $20 from Grandpa.
But the lie detector test just said that.
No, I did not.
Auntie,
I didn't.
take responsibility. You don't apologize.
Please.
Tessera.
That's so wrong. I didn't take any money.
No, wrong.
I didn't take any money.
Your nephew came here and he beat cancer, and you're gonna run away from your nephew.
Oh, Tasha, if I knew I was not gonna pass here on everything, Tasha, I didn't take any money. I told you, Tasha.
But you're not being honest, Tessera. You did come in and say, I got $75 more dollars.
I never got any money besides the 20, Tasha, that originally.
The only thing I'm going to say is, your sister really should hang around your son some more, because I think she could learn. I think you can learn a lot from him.
Tasha, if I did, I would tell you. I wouldn't have even called this show. I'm not stupid.
And you know what? If we're done with Auntie, because I'm done with Auntie,
stage.
You can stay if you want. I'm not going to throw you off. But that's up to you if you want to run from your nephew. But that's up to you. Again, like I said, I'm so happy for you and your family that your son was able to beat this. I'm so glad that he's in remission.
Me too.
And like I said, you are doing a wonderful job as a mother raising this young man.
Thank you.
Because you have had some financial hardship and some people have not come through for you, we are going to come through for you. And the Steve Wilkos Show is going to make a donation in care of you to help you guys through this time. Hopefully that helps out, because as other people have failed you, we want to step in and help you. And wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you for doing this for me.
Of course. I'm happy we can do it for you. And young man, I'm so proud of you. And if there's anything that you need, forget about all this. But if you need anything at all, if I can help you in any way, give me a call. I'd love to help you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right?
mọi buổi chiều khác, lòng ta man mát buồn, nhìn cây nhìn cỏ nhìn bầu trời trôi qua, suy nghĩ trong đầu tương lai sau vội vã. Cái gì đến thì nó đến, đi thì nó đi, ta không giữ lại rồi thì thân quen với cốc nước vối bên hồ nghe những câu chuyện chẳng đầu không đuôi. Bác trai đó nói thằng đó chả làm gì cả, chỉ giỏi phá tiền của ông già, phá luôn cả gia đình, lắc đầu ngao ngán. Tao thì chột dạ, bàn bên có thằng cùng tuổi làm thiết kế nội thất, lương cũng khấm khá. Ta im lặng nó nói, tao có thằng bạn làm bất động sản. Ta còn lông bông nghĩ về gia đình, lúc họ hàng hỏi thăm sau này cháu làm gì, ta vẫn trả lời qua loa, cháu là phụ hồ ạ. Có người biết ta đùa, có người nói ta không nghiêm túc với cuộc đời mình. Ta chỉ lặng lặng, không thể nói cháu theo âm nhạc, không biết con thuyền đi đến đâu nhưng sẵn sàng đối mặt với bão tố. Và chả ai biết mai này ra sao, có những lúc nói sang ngõ nhưng chẳng làm. Tao thật hứa tao khốn nạn, tao đổ lỗi, làm như mọi thứ xung quanh chống lại tao. Tao không hề sai, nhận ra lý do bố chửi tao. Tao không kiên định nghiêm túc với con đường tao đi. Nhận ra em đã chịu đựng và hy sinh, vẫn tin vào anh dù có những lời hứa anh không làm. Nhận ra có lúc xuống vực sâu mới biết mình là ai, chân thành thì biết ai còn ở lại. Và tận cùng của vực sâu là lối lên, tận cùng của đêm tối là ánh bình minh, tận cùng của khổ đau là hạnh phúc. Ta vẫn tin, chừng nào máu tao còn chảy, linh hồn tao còn cháy, âm nhạc vẫn còn đây thì thằng đi S7 này vẫn bay. Mọi buổi chiều khác, lòng ta man mát buồn, nhìn cây nhìn cỏ nhìn bầu trời trôi qua, suy nghĩ trong đầu tương lai sau vội vã. Cái gì đến thì nó đến, đi thì nó đi, ta không giữ lại rồi thì thân quen với cốc nước vối bên hồ nghe những câu chuyện chẳng đầu không đuôi. Bác trai đó nói thằng đó chả làm gì cả, chỉ giỏi phá tiền của ông già, phá luôn cả gia đình, lắc đầu ngao ngán. Tao thì chột dạ, bàn bên có thằng cùng tuổi làm thiết kế nội thất, lương cũng khấm khá. Ta im lặng nó nói, tao có thằng bạn làm bất động sản. Ta còn lông bông nghĩ về gia đình, lúc họ hàng hỏi thăm sau này cháu làm gì, ta vẫn trả lời qua loa, cháu là phụ hồ ạ. Có người biết ta đùa, có người nói ta không nghiêm túc với cuộc đời mình. Ta chỉ lặng lặng, không thể nói cháu theo âm nhạc, không biết con thuyền đi đến đâu nhưng sẵn sàng đối mặt với bão tố. Và chả ai biết mai này ra sao, có những lúc nói sang ngõ nhưng chẳng làm. Tao thật hứa tao khốn nạn, tao đổ lỗi, làm như mọi thứ xung quanh chống lại tao. Tao không hề sai, nhận ra lý do bố chửi tao. Tao không kiên định nghiêm túc với con đường tao đi. Nhận ra em đã chịu đựng và hy sinh, vẫn tin vào anh dù có những lời hứa anh không làm. Nhận ra có lúc xuống vực sâu mới biết mình là ai, chân thành thì biết ai còn ở lại. Và tận cùng của vực sâu là lối lên, tận cùng của đêm tối là ánh bình minh, tận cùng của khổ đau là hạnh phúc. Ta vẫn tin, chừng nào máu tao còn chảy, linh hồn tao còn cháy, âm nhạc vẫn còn đây thì thằng đi S7 này vẫn bay. Mọi buổi chiều khác, lòng ta man mát buồn, nhìn cây nhìn cỏ nhìn bầu trời trôi qua, suy nghĩ trong đầu tương lai sau vội vã. Cái gì đến thì nó đến, đi thì nó đi, ta không giữ lại rồi thì thân quen với cốc nước vối bên hồ nghe những câu chuyện chẳng đầu không đuôi. Bác trai đó nói thằng đó chả làm gì cả, chỉ giỏi phá tiền của ông già, phá luôn cả gia đình, lắc đầu ngao ngán. Tao thì chột dạ, Bàn bên có thằng cùng tuổi làm thiết kế nội thất, lương cũng khấm khá. Ta im lặng nó nói, tao có thằng bạn làm bất động sản. Ta còn lông bông nghĩ về gia đình lúc họ hàng hỏi thăm sau này cháu làm gì, ta vẫn trả lời qua loa, cháu là phụ hồ ạ. Có người biết ta đùa, có người nói ta không nghiêm túc với cuộc đời mình. Ta chỉ lặng lặng, không thể nói cháu theo âm nhạc. Không biết con thuyền đi đến đâu nhưng sẵn sàng đối mặt với bão tố. Mà chả ai biết mai này ra sao. Có những lúc nói sang mõm nhưng chẳng làm. Tao thật hứa tao khốn nạn, tao đổ lỗi, làm như mọi thứ xung quanh chống lại tao. Tao không hề sai, nhận ra lý do bố chửi tao. Tao không kiên định